Guys, want to introduce yourselves?
Jim.
Jerry.
And Joe.
Okay. Okay, and where are you guys all from?
We're all from Totowa.
Yeah. Okay. How did you guys meet?
Well, we all went to school with each other and everything else.
Okay, so that's basically when the Fiendz started, was around 87?
Yeah, around 87. And then we didn't play out like right away or anything. We just like...
We played people's basements and parties and stuff.
So what are you guys influenced by, basically?
Well, when I met Jerry, he was like really into like the Beatles and stuff like that. And I had been listening to like stuff like the Ramones, and you know, we all turned each other on to different stuff, you know. And since then, like a lot of punk stuff and everything has been our biggest influence, you know, stuff like Descendants and all.
Yeah, the Beatles are still, I guess, a big influence.
Yeah, like our musical taste has like changed a lot too. Like, but like we still like stick to the same like roots of punk, you know, punk rock and roll that we love. You know, like I'm into like all sorts of like rap and everything now too.
So you've got Public Enemy pin there?
Yeah, like P in effect, you know. But there's like, you know, we're into like so many different things, but we just like, you know, stay with the 77.
I've been like really into ska lately.
Right. Well, you know, anytime you have a band, when you get people together, all their influences tend to rub off on each other, and what you get, you know, that's how you get something relatively original. You know, if you get a whole bunch of people who all like the same thing, you know, you end up sounding like the band that you like the most. So, who writes the songs?
Lately, we've all been writing a lot. When we first started off, it would be more of a separate thing. Like Jerry would say, "All right, this is the song," and we would learn it. But lately, me and Jim have been doing our shit.
Just like come out with an idea, and then like, you know, everybody will just like keep on putting into it.
Right. So, you know, someone comes up with an idea and you just start jamming on it, and
yeah, that's basically it. Like, oh yeah, here's the idea of the song. This is basically how the chorus is gonna go. You know, we work out the verses and you know, the music parts. It seems to all come together.
Right. I noticed a lot on this album in particular that a lot of the songs are about, you know, sort of love songs to speak. Is this just a state of mind everyone was in at the time, or?
Not really. It's just like you look at like, you know, the favorite groups that we were talking about, like the Ramones or like the Beatles or anything. It's just like, you know, like where we generated our songwriting style from, you know, those type of bands. So, you know, that's what kind of comes out in the music and stuff. We're tending to move a little bit away from that, but these are like songs like some of these songs on the new record. They date back to '87.
Right.
So it's like, you know, we had to like all compress them like onto one album, and then it ended up like, you know, being like a lot of, you know, girl-boy relationship type things, you know, on this album. But like on the next album, next 45 that we're recording like right now, that should be out in the summer. Those are like, you know, newer songs, and they're like tending to go away from like the girl-boy relationship things.
Right. So what basically have you put out? I mean, you have this album with the Fiendz, which came out, I guess, late last year.
Yeah, just basically recently, like beginning of this year. '88 we had Having Fun, 3-song EP, and then like '87 was the Runaway With Me single.
Okay, so is everything Black Pumpkin Records? That's your label, right?
Yeah.
We're also doing like that new 45 I was talking about is coming out like on an independent label out in California.
Right.
It was like we were gonna do half was one band, half, you know,
Like a split
45,
yeah.
right.
But the kid was like so into us, he just decided to like go all out just for us and do both sides for us, and he even paid for the recording and everything. It's been working out really good, so that'll be out sometime over the summer.
Okay. You guys have a manager? Takes care of business now?
No, it's like the Black Pumpkin, you know, management. You know, I book all the shows.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, you know,
They're
instead of taking a ride, you know, we just like try and deal with it ourselves and like, you know, do everything we can. And so, you know, so far it's been going really good. We've been getting like a lot of major shows, just, you know, basically recently with the release of the new album and everything, you know. So.
Right. I know you played City Gardens with the Ramones.
Yeah.
So was that a big show?
That was, yeah. But by the time we hit the stage, the place was like totally sold out.
And they turned away 500 people at the door that night.
You know, they couldn't fit anybody else in. It would have been like a fire hazard or whatever. You know, the place by the time we went on the stage, it was like just wall to wall people.
So, and you guys find time to do all this, to take care of all your business and play, and
it's getting real hectic. I mean, we've been getting a lot of letters. Like we've been keeping steady with the letters like every day, and like it gets like real hectic, like, you know, writing back to everyone and keeping in touch with everyone you got to keep in touch with. You know, we've been going out as far as like Virginia and stuff like that, and doing shows like out in DC and stuff like that. we're going to be doing more of those shows like coming up. We've more or less like been booking like weekend kind of things, you know, play here and then play somewhere else the next night and then come back. We're hoping to do like a tour really soon with like the Undead.
Right.
We're going to go out to California with them this summer, and they're talking about an East Coast deal before it gets cold. So,
Right.
you know, I don't have any other, you know, specifics on that. It was supposed to actually go down this spring, but you know, they're working on something new, and they want to postpone it a little bit. So that's what happened.
We kind of got a lot of shows of our own to do now. So
Yeah, we have like a lot
the
of shows
Murphy's
coming
Law
up.
show.
Okay, I just got you guys off. We'll be back in a moment.